a few weeks after Chinese billionaire Jack Ma donated Africa medical materials to support the fight against COVID-19 pandemic. Other support is today anticipated from China. The initial support received by the World Food Program on behalf of the Gambia consists of 100,000 masks, 20,000 test kits, and 1,000 protective gears for all medical facilities. Officials of the Ministry of Health are currently at the Banjul International Airport to receive the packages on behalf of the government of the Gambia, where our colleague Ibrahim Abba is on standby for updates. Well, thank you very much, Press, again for joining us this morning. Well, what is the support about, and who is offering it to the Gambia this time?
The Ministry of Health and Social Welfare invited the media last evening to come to the airport to witness the handing over of medical items coming from the Jack Ma Foundation from China. So last evening, the Directorate of Health Promotion and Education was on the airport ground, but only to be told that the event is being rescheduled for today, this morning. So we understand from the ministry that this time it is a medical items, that consignment that is coming over for the Gambia, even though there is a difference in arrangement from the initial support that came from the Jagma Foundation. On the 28th March, we knew that it was the World Food Program that headquarters in the Gambia that was presiding over the arrangement that came from through the airline of Ethiopia, to hand it over to the Gambia. So, but as of today, there is no sign of the World Food Program. All we are seeing is the Ministry of Health anticipating that the handing over or the arrival of the medical items will be, delivered or will happen today, this morning.
Materials to the Gambia. Yes, if you can hear me, I was just asking how useful are these materials to the Gambia at this moment of the fight against COVID-19?
So the support is coming at a time when, the Gambia has registered a total number of 10 cases of the COVID-19. And this is some 1 month after the first case was confirmed in the country. And then some arrangement at the Ministry of Health in the fight against COVID-19 is such that now whoever is on quarantine centers will be, tested, meaning that the initial test kits and, protective gears donated by the Jack Ma Foundation will now be, of highly need by the ministry, even though these supports are coming from China. But the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare actually is no more social welfare, but the Ministry of Health has always said that they do not lack material or test kits to, test anyone suspected of the COVID-19 as the current trend is. Because after 1 month, Gambia talks about 10 cases, meaning even though the number of cases expected, no one could tell. But now there is an increase in pressure on the side of the health authorities to make sure that whoever is suspected of the coronavirus, whoever is in quarantine centers should be tested. And because of that, the ministry will say to us that all the time that, no one could tell what the future will look like, meaning the support coming from China will be appreciated by the ministry on behalf of the government of the Gambia.
All right. Now, initially, when the, of course, initial support came from China, from the Jack Ma Foundation, it sparked some, of course, talk around it, with, of course, from Gambians. Now, what assurances is there that this support from China is not controversial?
Yeah, the controversy around support coming from China is expected to continue on the public eye, because the Ministry of Health was compelled on the 10th of March to dispel rumors that the test kits and the face mask and protective gears that came from the Jack Ma Foundation, that came from China, are not fit for medical use, and that this could be a ploy by the Chinese to spread the coronavirus in Africa. So these were arguments, these were opinions held by different communities, different people, online and offline. So the Ministry of Health in Gambia issued a press release to dispel all these rumors, to say that these materials are actually confirmed and certified by the World Health Organization and the World Food Program, that before their shipment to Africa and to Gambia eventually. So meaning that the government of the Gambia is also aware of these medical testing done on the materials, that the Gambia can receive it in the interest of the health of the people. So this was the message. But what will happen is, whether people are convinced or not, that is another matter for discussion. But actually, as the medical items are coming today, are expected, for today and tomorrow, because we know it is either the Jack Mark support that is coming today, and tomorrow we understand that another support is coming. But what we know is both the Jack Ma Foundation, that is the Alibaba Group, and the Chinese government all promised to dispense medical support to the Gambia in the fight against the COVID-19. So which one is coming today, we are not sure, but the Ministry of Health believes that it is that of the Alibaba Group that is coming today. But the controversy is expected to continue. We will see how it turns out. Already at a time when even Africans are complaining bitterly that Africans in the diaspora, African particularly in China, are not treated fairly in regards to this issue of COVID-19. They are subjected to mass and random testing, of the COVID-19. They are alleged to be the carriers of the virus in China. Even though the virus originates from China, this is a global fact and the global truth that Wuhan is the epicenter and the origin of the COVID-19 as far as we know.
Very well, Ibrahim. Now, do we know, of course, who will be on the ground to receive the donation on behalf of the government?
Arrangement at the moment have it that the Directorate of Health Promotion and Education, which is based in Kotu under the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, is here. That is to receive the items. So as of last night, they dispensed a media release to invite the journalists to be on the airport to witness the handing over ceremony of the items.
All right. Just lastly, what is the arrival time of this material? These materials, of course, as you may hear from the authorities on the ground.
The latest information we are receiving from the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, I continue to say social welfare because this is a new adjustment on the ministry.
Very well.
But the Ministry of Health informs journalists that 10:30 will be the arrival time. Even though in our EYEAFRICA flight radar, we are not able to trace any flight in the sky at the moment. We don't know where it is coming from, but we know the initial support that came to the Gambia, was brought in through the Ethiopian airline, and it came via Senegal and other countries before arriving to the Gambia. And all the logistic and support was coordinated by the Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy, Prime Minister Abiy. So as of today, so the Ministry of Health is convinced that 10:30 will be the arrival time of the shipment of medical items coming from China today.
All right, Ibrahim. Thank you very much for your time. We've got to leave it at that, and of course, allow you to continue following the arrival of those donations from China. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome, Ahmad.
All right. Senior correspondent of EYEAFRICA there speaking to us live from the Banjul International Airport as the country looks for receiving another donation from China. Well, comme ni nga ko déggee ci moom China moom yëf yi xam nga ne foofu la doore Covid-19 coronavirus ci seen dëkk bi nga xamante ne mooy Wuhan foog naa dëkk boobu moom ku ko xamul sax dégg nga ko. waaye tey réew mi fu mu toll kees yaa ngay yokku gradually waaye ndimbal yaa ngay ñëw tamit ndànk-ndànk China Jack Ma Foundation seen billionnaire la foofu la nekk yónni woon na fi li nga xamante ne mooy materials waaye nag coow li bëri woon ci lool ñu bëri waxoon na ndax seef na pour ñu use ko ak yooyu waaye beneen dimbal tamit war a jógee China yegg si réew mi lan naka ngeen gisee loolu.
waaw man gis naa ne am na solo te xam naa ne ñu nekk si kanam. duñ seetaan luy lor mu dugg si biir réew mi I don't think. moo tax ma xam ne rek luñ receive lu am njëriñ la si askan bi goo mu ne luy lor askan bi la parce que ministre bi ak ñu mu àndal goo mu ne dinañ seetaan loolu kon ne askan bi xam na rek lu fi dugg si njëriñ la te bagage la yoo xam ne ku ko jëfandikoo yàlla mën na la see musal so man dat lifin laa am te dama ko bees si ne ñi si kanam xam nañ lu ñuy def te xam nañ lu baax si askan bi suñu leen indilee loo xam ne baaxul si askan bi gëm naa ne duñ ko receive bay ko yóbbu si di ko jox askan bi so am na njëriñ ñëw na si time am tam yee
waaw Mariam beneen ndimbal war a jógee ko China yëkki si réew mi tolluwaay Gambie ak coronavirus ndimbal yu mel nii foog naa ne comme moo ñaan nu ngi ko waxee réew mi daf ko soxla parce que am na lu bari si wàllu wér-gu-yaram bi niñ ko def ñu manqué nuñ ko war a taxawee am na yu bari li nga xamante ne manqué nañu suñu amee nag ndimbal bu war a jógee ci biti foog naa ne loolu war a am solo te wax na ne kilifa yi tamit foog naa ne dañ ci war a am beneen taxawaay pour saytu lépp lu nga xamante ne war naa dugg ci réew mi mu nekk lu mucc ayib.
waaw Amadou man lii lu ma expect from China la te expect naa more from them because comme China ñoom nu ma gisee gars yi lu gars yi dee def rek dañ ko dee def for the future ñoom duñ dee def dara rek because of comme now present situation te Gambia dafa bokk si dëkk yu nga xam ne daal dañ yàgga di receive support from China te man comme yàlla traité ko gis naa ne comme su keesi si demee sax ba rise mun naa am sax China sax ñu indil ñu ay docteurs yooyu noonu sax because man gis naa loolu because Gambia dafa bokkal lu nga xam ne mun lañ ne comme lu ñu wax sa pet child ak yooyu ñun dañ bokk si pet country China si waaw so comme these things daal man expect naa ko and I expect more from them so comme nit ñi tamit ñi nekk social media bi di speculate these things di lifin dañ nekk di disturb Gambian society bi dañ dee disturb Gambian society bi torop because comme Gambia ñu nga xam ne demuñ school ba pare ñoo fi bari so comme these audios yu gars yi dee seen online di nekk di wax ay wax yu nga xam ne rafetu towards China seen fi ñu nekk def ni da nga dee gis ne comme community bi suñ elderly people dañ ko di over gom sax ba da nga xam ne da nga dee gis maire bu nga xam ne jaral na ko sax mu danka si doomam pour bu mu laal bagage yi rek